Hello everybody and welcome back to Aurora 4X. I of course am Sir Beardian, and today we're going to start talking about getting some of our shields up and running. Possibly even designing a nice battleship, but we'll see how we go. Set up our shields to research. That's going to be done in March, so that's like a month. No real surprise there. They are very, very cheap to develop at only 1,000. I want to get improved damage control and then get the next level of shield, I think. It's going to take not the shield, armor. It's going to take a little over 2 years to get that, and then damage control is going to take a year and a half as well, so it's going to take a while, but we'll get there in the end. Otherwise, we're going to progress. Now, before we actually get started, I do want to let people know that my ship calculator has now been updated to include missile development. It follows the same principles behind the main ship calculator, which is that you input a general idea of what you're aiming for, and it'll calculate out most of the extra bits, but it won't make the missile for you. It will not super optimize the missile. You're going to have to put in some work yourself. You're going to have at least a general idea of what you want and what is actually good. So this actually needs to be flagged as user input. There we go. And this can also be inputted, but it's optional. Actually, no, it's not. That's not. Anyway, yeah, so fairly simple. You put what size missile you want, you put how fast you want it to be, and you put what range you want it to have. You put in the speed of the target you want to shoot, and what accuracy you're willing to accept. So 100% is the default, but if you're happy with like 2 to 1, then you can drop it to 50, and that will of course reduce the stats that it has to work with. You put your engine details in there. It'll tell you how big. The orange fields are the ones that you're going to have to input or pay extra special attention to. So this is how much MSP you put into your warhead, your fuel, your agility, and into your engine. You put your text in there. This all basically directly relates to the missile design window, and I tried to keep it a relatively similar layout. So if you have a look. So warhead, fuel agility, warhead fuel agility, sensors. I put the reactor down the bottom because it didn't make sense to put it up here because that's just leftover from other things. So you put your active thermal and EM sensors, how much you want. It spits out your reactor, which is automatic. This is just for reference and calculation. You put in how much armor you want. You put in what level of ECM you want. Spits it all out and tells you how much fuel you need for your range, based on your engine, how big of an engine you need to develop for your ship, which is probably the most valuable part of this whole calculator, to be honest, because it tells you exactly how big of an engine you need, how much agility to put in to get the accuracy you need based on the speed you want. So this is a little mag plasma 7 damage missile that I designed. Today it was a little bit off because I was fiddling with it. That's why it's 7 instead of 9. I had to fix a couple things, but yeah. So feel free to play around with it. There's a link that's been there for ages. So yeah, hit up on Reddit and it'll be there. There's also armaments to design. So we will be playing with this probably when we design a battleship. So you'll see it again. Anyway. Now that the plug has been shamelessly inserted, let's keep on going.
Shamelessly inserted.
Alright, I believe we did add the Magpie and we did add the tonnage to the dockyard, shipyard, so that's done. Bearing in mind, that's fine. We'll go and take another look real quick at our shipyards, make sure that they are improving. Yep. Get another 1,000 tons. Get another 1,000 tons. He's fine where he is. I want to get this up to 20. Get up to an even 20. It's not going to take long. Just in case I want to run a bigger salvager. Can this tool for the nest? Yes, it can. Did we actually finish the nest? $26.72, which is just below fleet speed. Doesn't have very much armor, but it's not meant to. Internal fusion, yes. Wedge tails loaded, yes. Sensors, ECM, magpies, yes. Good. Okay, so we do want to tool it. So, switching from Burke to the nest. That's going to be expensive. The extra slipway is a little bit excessive as well. We're not going to be building probably more than one of these at a time. Ah, well. Okay, how is our minerals doing? We have a lot of duranium. Gallicite is the only thing we're low on. Granted, we're not burning as much duranium because of the gallicite shortage, but Vendorite is also going to be a slight concern. Where's our source of Vendorite? Not there. A little bit there, but well, there is a lot there. We're going to have to drain out Perth A of its resources because the filthy Xenos aren't using it. Melbourne has a lot of Enderite, so we are going to have to get a lot of mines over there. Oh, we have industry that's not being used. Okay. Now, you got corundium and uranium? Yeah, just start putting out construction factories and mines. Now that's going to use Vendorite, titanium, and duranium, I believe. Yes, and we have plenty of those. So yeah, we'll just let that run. It's not going to build very quickly, only about maybe 3 and a bit per year, but that will escalate. Okay, Geelong does not have Vendorite, but it's fine. It doesn't have a lot of workers, so I mean it's still being terraformed, so it's okay. Perth B1 has just a little bit of being dug up, so yeah, no, we're fine on Vendorite. We're fine. Keep on going. Okay, you can just go away. Alright, another magpie is done. Show all. Assign. Now that's 14. Hang on, we have... It's 14 per carrier, isn't it? Yes, 14. Okay. I believe that's actually the full wing. So that's the full wing. Assign, recover, and that's docked to. We're really going to have to rename this. Throw me a name. Throw me a name in the comments. 27-meter advanced railgun. Yes.
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 Yes, queen.
Okay. You. I want the 25-centimeter advanced railgun next. Yeah, mag complete. Research complete. Advanced railgun, yes. Commercial feed efficiency, yes. Nothing else good. Next. Hobart is done. Who's in here? Oh yeah, there's a Gunganeer in here. Amerigo Vespucci. There you are. Okay, let's just send you straight on through. See what's out there. Hobart is there. Yep, that's fine. Out you go. Hop to it. Naval Yard Complex done. Yes. Excellent. That is the last one at the moment. Let that run. Galside still shorted. Yeah, no surprise there. And 200 points of infrastructure. Yeah, no surprise there. Factory restored. Cool. Okay, production. That's... Oh, one more magpie. Okay. So, we are building... I think we're building 2 squadrons, maybe? No, we're building way more than 2 squadrons. Righto. Okay. 2 names. Throw me 2 names. Although I think I like that one. Alright. Allocate. Assign. Recover. Soft X-ray laser is done. Excellent. Now, that opens a very, very important technology. That being the X-ray warhead. Our first tech of X-ray warhead. Not sure if I mentioned it, but X-ray warhead has 2 interesting properties compared to regular warheads. The first one is that it hits multiple times for less damage. Now, the overall damage is less, and it is far worse at penetrating armor than a regular warhead, because the hits are across multiple, the damage is across multiple hits. So why would you ever want to use a laser warhead? Because it completely 100% ignores every single form of final fire point defense in the game. There are only 2 things that can stop a laser warhead from actually hitting you. Number 1, AMM, anti-missile missiles. Number 2, area defense fire. That's it. No, that's just gravity. So those are the only 2 things in the game that will actually stop a laser warhead from hitting you. Now, you can defend against it with shields, because the damage output is low, and you can defend against it with armor, because it's really quite terrible at punching through armor, especially at low tech. And also the fact that it still uses the missile penetration profile, not the laser penetration profile, even though it is a laser warhead. Super annoying, but it's up to Steve to fix it, and he's not going to fix it. C# will fix it, except C# doesn't have laser warhead. Which reminds me, I may have talked about this already. But long story short, this will not get fixed. Unless Steve releases the source code or somebody goes in and hacks the exe, this will never get fixed. So, laser warheads are in that awkward place where they would be amazing, but they're kind of a little bit shit. I don't know if we're going to use it. It might be worthwhile against a fighter, because fighters don't have that much armor or that many places to hit. So, maybe. And they're relatively cheap, especially compared to the 60,000 of the full X-ray laser. But, yeah. We'll see how we go. But we are producing a lot of research, so yeah, right. Might as well get it. I'll show you how the design is slightly different as well in the design process. Oh, hey, we got some military jump drives on Melbourne. 48, 350. We already have those. 48. I don't think we're going to be able to get any tech out of it. It's probably going to be better to just dismantle it. I mean, 4800, we're not going to use that. And I highly doubt that it's small enough to make it worthwhile. Okay. 1,000 ton capacity added to This one. We are. We got 2 magpies done. Managed to sneak them through. Assign, recover. Research complete into improved gravitational sensors. Commencing grav strength 8. Yep, nothing special there. Butcher begun. Yep. Construction factory, automated mine. Yeah, nothing special. Deep space tracking or in Melbourne. Yep, nothing advanced there. Ooh, Alpha. No, we got better. Rate 300, we got better. 240. Yeah, no, those are terrible shields. Palisade is on low fuel. Where's Palisade? Oh, I think it's in... there. Oh, right, it's a waller. Shit. Okay, when these guys get here, I'm gonna order the dismantling. And gonna build a cactus. Shit, the Galicites, the engines are the most expensive thing by far. Yeesh. One day I shall learn to give in and work slower ships, but today is not that day. And assign, recover. Do they recover properly? Yes, good. 4 maintenance facilities. Yep, no, nothing fancy there. Alright, 5,000, that would be on the commercial one. Yep, good. Research complete. Okay, so our Delta shields are now done, so we can start shielding our ships now. Just for, because I really don't want to add the other magpies, there is another method to having ships be added in automatically, and that is to add them in here. We're not building that many. 50 magpies and 50 butchers. If we do this, because it's part of the loadout, it should load them automatically. So we'll see if that works. All right, we should be. Freighters should be there on a couple days. Come on, deliver the goods. Hell yeah! We got the money. Give us the money. That's nice. Yes, sir. We have pretty much almost all the Galicite we're going to need to build what we need to build. So, one more trip we should have enough. Okay, we have a quarter of the duranium we're going to need, but I think that's most of the construction factory and the mine, so nothing fancy there. I do want to talk about this window. It's not something I've talked about, I've really used too often, but we can learn about it a little bit more together. So, this is essentially a total summary of all the production everywhere in your empire. And you can get all player races, but we are the only one. So it doesn't really matter. But you can show allies as well. So this is all the production. You can see here that this is all the production in Australia. So we have the mines, the butchers, the construction factories, hornets, the engines, all of the rest of our magpies, our mines, and our skinks. So it includes missiles too. And then down here, you can see that it also includes the construction factories and mines that we're building in Melbourne. So that's cool. Shipbuilding includes all ships in all your shipyards. And what else is interesting is it also gives you a total research summary. So we can see that shipbuilding rate is being developed, and it'll take you to it. So shipbuilding, 27,000 with 20 labs. Tells you what percentage it's complete, which is cool. You don't actually get that percentage anywhere else except here. How many RP is remaining? So percentage complete. How much is being developed? It also gives you an exact completion time, and that's cool. It tells you exactly how long it's going to take for the research to be built. 10 years. Oh, poor bastard. He's 78% of the way through. He's 7.8% of the way through. That's pretty cool. So completion time and completion date, and whether it's paused, which is very, very cool, especially because it summarizes it across all your planets. So you got shipbuilding rate, turret tracking speed, grav capacitor, damage control, magazine power, improved cargo handling. Which one are we doing for? So this one here is on Perth, I believe. And then this one's on Australia, yeah. But this one here is on Perth, B1. Yes, yes. And then this one, I believe, is... No. What's Melbourne doing? No, Melbourne's doing the tracking speed. There you go. I'm not sure exactly what these colors mean, though. Like, the butchers here are blue, but so is the engine. But then the hornets are green, but then the magpies are green. So I don't know what the colors mean at the moment. Yeah, it's... I don't know. There might be a key somewhere, but I don't know. That's cool. But you can also get a list of imminent events. So it gives you everything that is about to complete. So we can see that our magpies, just because they take so short, they'll be done soon. But also our hornets are going to be done in 0.6 years. Or 0.06 years. So hornets are almost done. And that's cool. I don't know what the cutoff is, but I think it's 0.1 year. Maybe. Because, yeah. I don't know. But it's it looks pretty good. Looks very useful. Especially that percentage complete. So yeah, check it out sometime. Let me know if you find anything interesting. Alright, so cargo is done. So, first things first, we are going to bring the Mark III haulers back in. And we are going to search the shipyard. We want the Mark II haulers out. We want the Palisade out. We'll bring Bastion for Cactus power. These are the Mark IIs. We only have Mark IIIs. Yes. Good. Excellent. And we only have Wallabies. Perfect. So speed is now 1,000, so that'll be much nicer. Much nicer. Okay. So, all pops. First things first. No. I want to drain Perth A. We're going to load Gallicite. And how much Gallicite do we actually have on Perth A? Okay, only 3,000. So we're fine with Gallicite. We want that Vendorite. Okay, so Gallicite. And then Vendorite. And then if you have anything left, load the Duranium. And then head back to unload all minerals. And that is good. But we need to refuel. Shit. Save temp. Remove all. Australia. Refuel. Deployment and maintenance are alright. Because these guys are only going out there and then they'll drop off. So, and then we will use. But we'll not unload. Or transit. Or Victoria. We're just going to load. And then we will... Can we split off non-freighters? No. Guess not. I mean, we can divide the fleet into single ships, but that's completely not what we want. Alright, so just go and load up. Alright. So, now we have our economy getting back into gear. We're going to shift these to 70. And this to 70. And this to 70. And this to 70. Take full advantage of our entire economic might. Let's go. Those magpies are probably just going to rattle off now that we actually have lots of Gallicite. Build and assign. Now, did it actually auto-dock? Let's find out. It did not. Okay. Unfortunate. Oh well. Right, that reminds me. We want to scrap where is it? Scrap the Palisade because she's old and she deserves a good rest eternally. Convict's not doing anything, so let's get you to... Oh, we don't have any double humps. Don't have any double hump R's. I think we have a camel. Yeah, good God. Scrap the camel. Damn thing's old. And scrap the Hallmark 2s because they are also old. Actually, that reminds me. What would it take to actually refit the Hallmark 2s into 4s? 322 compared to constructing a Mark 4. Yeah, that's most of the ship. That won't be worth it. Not Waller. Shit, where is it? Hallmark 2, there it is. Okay. Scrap 3. And that should be, yep, Hallmark 2's Camel and Palisade. And they are all going to get disassembled into their bits and pieces. Right, we are waiting for our components to complete before we actually... it's going to take September. It's going to take a couple of months before we start building stuff. Actually, first things first, how many engines do we currently have? We have 12. Okay. We're just going to scrap... We're just going to scrap... Wait, do we want to scrap the size 1s? I can't remember. Yeah, I need to name. Oh, okay, yeah, we really need. I really need to get a better naming scheme. Next gen, I'm getting a better naming scheme for sensors. It's getting ridiculous. I have no idea which ones are ours. We can show obsolete, but we can't show our own. Okay. Yeah, we're waiting for these to get done. Maybe. Let's do 40. And then 20. And then 5 and 5. So now that one can be 5. But like the magazine, there's 100 of them. There's 100 and 100. But then there's 220. Yeah, no, that one needs more, but that one can be 15. And this one can be 10. Okay, how are we doing on duration? September 63, December 63, June 64, December 63. Alright, it's fine. These ones finishing off are gonna ramp into the magazine, so like this thing's gonna shift into that one and in September, and then that should bring it down. So it's fine. Oh hey, 2 construction factories in Melbourne. Excellent. Colony ships, Empire. Sure, you know, they're fine. Okay. We're down to 9 million liters. Restart the refineries. There we are. Alright, shipyards has been added 1,000. Add 1,000 more. Adding. Good. 2 magpies are done. I think I'm just going to wait for the magpies to get done, and the ones in... No, they really can't handle 5 days. Well, they can, but they really shouldn't. I might scrap the James Cooks, actually. Actually... I mean, they're running ions, but they're commercial ions, so they still have huge range. 5,000 tons. Interestingly, that's enough to carry a Joey. Okay, I might build these 2. Yeah, I might build these 2. And just stick one in the James Cooks, because they can carry it. They're super freaking slow, but they can carry one. So, unfortunately, I have no shipyard tool for them. Oh well. Although this one can tool for it. Yeah, that one can tool for it. Do I want to tool this yard here and now? Or do I want to use, say, this one once it's added 1,000 so we don't go over? Because we only need 4,000, we don't need more. Yet. Yeah, I'll wait for this one, and then we can build some. That'll give time for some for industry to build some engines. Although, they're not really building anything for that particular ship, but that ship isn't actually too expensive, to be honest, I think. Yeah, I don't think the Joey's too expensive. Okay, assignment, reassignment, done. Magpie completed. Factory restored, automated mine. Factory restored, construction factory. Palisade is rested, great. We still building magpies? Yeah, we're still building magpies. That Gallicite shortage really screwed the pooch on that. Oh well. sensors are plenty of time away all across the board. But like, we had a look at the production, and like all the research is about the same time away. They're like only a little bit different. Also, there's another little window I want to talk about. This one here. Damaged ships. Turns out the Halifax has been damaged this entire time. Maintenance storage bay, fuel storage, from the two Maisons. So we'll just add those in real quick, because they're not going to be that expensive to repair. Alright. Armeggio Vespucci has just arrived in Darwin. Where is Darwin? Darwin's new. Here. And there is fucking nothing here. Awesome. Go back through and find me something nice to look at. Okay. Tonnage has been added to some shipyards. We've got... Okay, we can run... next-gen Wallabies can be up to 10,000 tons. We'll just add 7 more here. And... nothing there. Okay. Scrapping is in progress. Haulers are almost fully scrapped. We'll get some nice stuff back out of them. Halifax repaired, yeah. No shit. Okay. Alright, that should be the rest of the Magpies. Is that the last of them? Nope. Not even at all. And all the butchers are screwed up as well. Oh, jeez. Suffer me. Okay. Magpies are all done. Factory restored. Ordnance factory on Melbourne. Great. Keep on going. There you go, the rest of the Magpies. Right out. Okay. Just gonna add all of them to Squadron 2, even though it's not quite appropriate, because they need to be split off into groups of 14, kind of. Reorganize. Squadron 1. Yeah, there's too many of them here. We'll load a new one. And then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And we're going to move these guys to... shit. The lack of screen updates is annoying. This is 14. 1. Yes. 1, 2. 12, 14. Is that right? 14, 14, perfect. Great. Alright, we'll split these guys off. New one. We got too many in here, so you guys can go into Golden Falcon, Squadron 4. Good. Alright. Perth is complaining, but that's fine. Alright, haulers have been scrapped. Stockpiles. Cargo handling are definitely going to remain as they are, but we'll scrap these commercial ones. We definitely want to keep them, keep them, keep them. There's nothing really else there. Okay. Next production cycle. Another fuel harvester. Nothing new. Now, just before we continue, there is something I want to show you. Where is our tanker? I know we have tankers around here. Just cook, shoal water. Camel's being scrapped. Double hump, here we go. So, there is something interesting that you can do. Because it's a freighter, because it's a tanker, we can unload 90% to colony, right? And that will drop the colony down to 10%. There's a reason for this. You'll notice that we have all of these little fucks. These are the civilian fuel harvesters. Yeah. So, refuel from target fleet. I don't know how many of how much they actually store. I think that might be how much fuel they have. But if that's the case, like 0.4, 0.5, 0.55, 0.55, 0.77755. So that's 1, 2, 3.5, 4, 5.5. That's easily a full tank. And then Australia, well, it'll just go to unload. Okay, so Seoul. We'll just wait for them to unload fuel first. Where is he? Ah, he's all the way out there. Right. Does that not have a jump gate? Ah, right, that's up to Canberra. Is anybody out to Canberra? No. Alright, we're gonna have to build the jump gate there. Shoal water. Are you doing anything? No, you're not. Build jump gate. Standard transit. Build jump gate. Okay. So double hump's going to get there in about 3 days. So 1 day. Two day. 3 day. We'll zoom in. There you go, good lad. 3 hours. So 3 hours. do 5-minute tick until it's done. There we go. So now, if we go to double hump, there we are, 10%. So he's only got 700,000. He should have enough to get there. It's a tanker. He has very, very high fuel efficiency and actually reasonable speed. So I'm going to delete that because it's junk. I'm going to save this for Civ fuel run 563. Alright. We're just going to cycle moves. I'm just going to just run circles around there. So, how long is it going to take? 17 hours? 17 days? Yeah. So we're going to let them run. Because they do have to sit on top of... There they are. No, they're not. They'll be probably in orbit around Saturn. Because I think Saturn... 16 days seems a little bit excessive to get to Saturn. Jupiter doesn't have anything. Saturn has some. It'll be Saturn. Saturn or Uranus. One of those two. They'll be somewhere. Yeah. 16 days might be Saturn. Yeah. Because like they're not super fast. Oh god, no way it's Saturn. Right. So it's Uranus. Okay. 1,000 tons in Perry and Nolan. These guys. Get another 1,000. Nothing else important. Passer's complaining about low fuel, but we don't give a crap because it's being scrapped anyway. There's no point refueling it. That's a mini scout. That's a fac yard. This needs another 1,000. There we go. Wallaby is fine where it is. Nest is almost finished tooling. Excellent. Okay. Perth A1 has just moved into Imperial population. That means that they are now functioning at 100% capacity, which is 33,000 full production, which is 78,000 production, which is a little bit less than half. Okay. Right. So, text fine. Come on, Parasite. Yeah, so Parasite is being scrapped. Nest almost finished tooling. We got capacity coming in. We got great stockpiles. How's cargo going? Yeah, they're doing lovely. Only 91 days. Better than like the 180 it took last time. Okay, 1,000 tons added. And another automated mine. We are getting some good shit out of that. That's one good thing at least. Keep adding tonnage. More weight. Okay. Keep on going. Here we go. Exploration of Hobart revealed Parramatta. Really? There are 2 planets. Not you. Really 2. It's a trinary system with a gas giant and a dwarf planet. Holy shit. What a fucking waste of space. I'm like... I mean, at least it doesn't have to go far. Righto. Okay. Super annoying, but... I mean, when your scale at furthest distance is measured in point light years, like, you really don't want to have to travel to those outer stars anyway. That is... What is that? Is that trillions? So, that's millions. That's billions. Is that billion? Yes. So that's 400 million. That's... So that's million, billion, trillion. That is 211 trillion kilometers. Well, 200 trillion meters, actually. No, it's not. It's millions already. So, that, yeah, that's 211 trillion. 211 trillion kilometers. Radius. Yeah. So, we are never going to go anywhere near those stars, especially because, thankfully, there is absolutely, literally no reason for us to ever go, even try going out there. Keep on going, then. Don't have much time left in this episode. We're almost running out. May even end it a little bit early, if we run into something interesting. Civilians are building another fuel harvester. Now, there is one little very, very interesting and peculiar interaction that your civilian harvesters have with your own ships that no other civilian ships can have. Specifically, you can steal them. Yes. You can steal their ships. And the way you do this is using tractor beams, because... Very importantly, the harvesters, the fuel harvesters, are the only ships where you can actually target the task groups naturally. And what that means is that you can target a civilian task group and the ship within that task group, and you can tractor that particular ship in that particular civilian task group. Now, tractor beams have a very interesting and specific function in that, very importantly, when they tractor, the tractored ship ends up in your own task group. So it's acts as a merge from theirs to yours. And what that ultimately means is that their fuel harvester becomes yours, because the ship doesn't exist outside the task group, and whoever owns the task group owns the ship inside it. Cool trick, huh? I like it. Might give it a go if they piss me off too much. So we have refueled, and we have collected about 4 million liters of fuel, which is not too shabby. There is a wealth cost, of course. Where is it? Purchase of civilian fuel. So that costs us 418 wealth. So I think it's 1 wealth per 1,000 liters. Does that add up? 418,000. Maybe 10 wealth per 10. We got about 4 million liters, and it costs us 400 wealth. So yeah, I think it's every per 1,000. No, it's like 10 wealth per 1,000. Yeah. Either way, it's relatively cheap fuel. Yeah, and it's not too expensive to get out there and back. Moving along, let's see what the next week has in store for us. Nest is tooled, so we can start building it, which is great. But I'm not going to build one just yet. Infrastructure abandoned and fighter factory. Yeah. Okay. Scrapping is in progress. I might actually build the nest after all. Maybe. We're building components. I want to get these out and done. It's going to take us, it's only going to take us a few more months, actually. Does this tell us how many months the production is take? Yes, it will. Yes, it does. There we go. One mines is going to take 17.4 years. The magazines are going to take 0.98. The engines are going to take about half a year, as are the size 10 launchers. The phalanxes are going to be done in a quarter year. So, yeah. So the launchers are going to get done. We're going to move those into the magazines. The magazines are going to bring the magazines down. The engines and the missile launchers will then finish up around the same time, and then they'll finish off the magazines. So we'll do a 5-day cycle. Let's see if it auto updates. Yeah, it does. Excellent. Alright, mine is done. Yep, cool. Would also be really nice if it could... I think... Because, like, it's not sorting by the date either. Right? It's not sorting by the remaining amount. It's not sorting by capacity, because there's a 40 down here. It's not sorting... It's not sorting by production rate, because there's an 8,000 down here. Cost per item is not it. There's 625 here. Completion time isn't it, because there's a 0.23 and a 200 down here. Oh, yeah, this is going to take 252 years at current rate. It's not the completion date either, because there's a 80 here, and a 63 here, and a 70 down here. So, I have no idea what it's sorting by. And we can't... Yeah. Oh, that's what it's sorting by. Alphabetical and project. That is remarkably useless. That is remarkably useless. It could also be sorting alphabetically by population. Because there's a C down here. I think it's sorting alphabetical by population and alphabetical by project as well. So, yes, remarkably worthless. Right. Okay. Abandoned research facility on Melbourne. Beautiful. Would be nice if it could give us some more techs, but we'll take the lab. 38 to 41. Jesus. That's like 2,500 research points. Because they're up at like 100% production at the moment. We actually got workers. Cool. We might see if we can ship some more factories over here. Like, Mars has 300 factories that they could ship over. That they're not using. Yeah, fuck it. Construction factory, 300. Supply, move to Melbourne. They will get more use out of it. Yeah, we're out of time. Okay, first butchers are rolling off the line. We've got a shipyard. Let's just wrap up this shipyard real quick. Which one is done? The one that I can't pronounce. Cool. Jack in another 10. Butchers are done, so we are going to add new, and we are going to add the butchers, and we are going to assign and land them. Did they land? Yes, they did. Good. How much more capacity does the hangar have, the airfield have? Here we go. Oh, it's only halfway. It's got heaps. Yeah, no, we're fine. I mean, airfield was originally designed to handle like a capital or two, right? Like it can literally fit a capital and a couple fighters. So yeah. Okay, that is it for this episode. So thank you for watching. Hopefully we'll be able to start building some of these lovely, nice ships in the next one. And yeah, we'll see how we do. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.